What's up, guys? My name is Nathaniel Tapia, back at it again at the interview room. I am here with a special guest,
Noah Gaona.
He is going to be our guest for today. I know it has been a while since we've uploaded. We were just trying to been finding people, but I found Noah at the gym, and I was like, you know what, he's going to be a good candidate. So I go up to him. He's bench pressing 225 and all that.
Like I said, man, like I had it in the air, like I was on failure and stuff. You're like, hey man, you want to do an interview? I'm like, yeah man, sure.
Give him, a little bit more motivation and all that. But I was pretty surprised that he didn't like second guess and everything like that.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. I was, because for us it's like surprising, because we always like, when we ask people, they're always like, let me think about it or something like that. And but you were like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I was shocked too. I was like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
But yes, we have Noah right here as our guest for today, and his topic that he wanted to discuss about was mental health. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. But mental health is going to be the topic that we are going to be discussing. I'll ask the questions, and if he has a few questions, he'll ask, but we already know the process and everything, like how that's going to go. So I guess I'll ask the questions. So today is December 22nd, almost Christmas time. Mm-hmm. So you ready for Christmas?
Yeah, man. What about you, man?
Oof, today was stressful. I had to go Christmas shopping last minute. I'm not a last minute Christmas shopper, but unfortunately, since I had to work, that's what I had to do. But today, as how we always do in this podcast, question of the day is, how was your day?
It was good, man. Just chilled at home, watch Hulu instead of Netflix, man. Yeah. I don't know if people watch Hulu. But I do.
I don't know why people are like argue like Hulu's better or Netflix is better.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what's the deal with that.
They just got like different shows and stuff and all that. So yeah, that's what I think.
That was it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, man.
Just Hulu and relax.
Yeah, just Hulu and relax, man.
Must be nice. That's cool. That's cool.
It's a rest day, man. We're taking it easy.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, man.
Still drinking protein and creatine?
Yeah. Well, not the creatine. Yeah. I think I'll have to cut that off for a good minute. It made me feel a little bit bloated and stuff, but that's what it's supposed to do. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's for people. What would you say? Actually, let me go ahead and get this. What would you say, in like your opinion, like creatine is for like bigger people, or would you say is for like people who are skinny?
Right.
Like, who would you think, in your opinion, like would work the best?
Okay. All right. So from my personal experience, creatine has helped a lot, especially with like weight training and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like it puts more water into your muscles, pretty much fills them out a little bit more. It's actually the best supplement you can take while you're at the gym. Mm-hmm. Like either if you're trying to cut, bulk, all that stuff, it just really is good at building muscle. And it's also good since the topic is mental health, it's good for mental health as well. Mm-hmm. I can't really think of the scientific study that they did with creatine, but it's pretty much good for that, like mental health wise. I guess more water to your brain, it's good for that.
Yeah, I heard that. Sorry, I heard that it was supposed to like increase your like knowledge or your intelligence or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, raw or booked up. You need to change your ingredients because that's not working out for me. But yeah, apparently they were saying like it's supposed to increase like your weight, but not like as in fat, but like as in muscle wise.
Yeah,
it's supposed to help you get smarter. It's supposed to like help you get stronger too, sleep better for some reason and all that stuff.
Yeah, the only downside to it is like you have to drink a ton of water. At least I forgot what they say, how much you're supposed to drink. I kind of messed up in that department. I didn't really drink a whole lot of water. Yeah. Always energy drinks. Like if you're a gym junkie, dude, like you're gonna have caffeine addiction, man.
Yeah,
man. But yeah, so I would highly recommend. Creatine is real good for you. Mm-hmm. If you're starting out in the gym, like don't be scared. Like there's plenty of people that are like, oh, you're gonna lose your hair and stuff like that. No, I still have all my hair, obviously. So yeah,
we sexy looking.
Yeah,
but yes, continue.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just my opinion on creatine. Shouldn't be scared of it. Just like one scoop is good for the day. I hear there's people that double scoop it, but I wouldn't do that personally because it's one of those things like it's kind of bad for your kidneys, I think. Like if you double scoop or
Oh dang, I had to
something
dial
like
it down
that.
now.
Yeah, so just like 1 scoop a day is good. But see, if you double scoop, I feel like you should also like double your intake of water as well.
Mm-hmm.
So because you're already doubling your intake of water with 1 scoop. Like it's just to like balance it out, I guess.
Yeah, balance
and
it
to
out.
like put the water where it's supposed to go. But yeah, man. So creatine, I highly recommend that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's basically like the natural of steroids,
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently that's what they said, and it's
Yeah.
it is basically true. I mean, it's much more better. You're
Yeah.
natty and all that stuff.
Yeah, that also, like with working out as well, pretty much all three of those things, like a balanced diet, workout routine, creatine, all works the same. Like that's my opinion on like, cause I'm a natty, I'm natural, so I've never messed with any of that stuff at all.
Okay. I mean that's a good thing because
Heck yeah.
you may never know what it might do with you or anything like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So and
especially like working in the medical field, like steroids and stuff like that, and also like on TikTok, there's a lot of people that abuse steroids and stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't agree with that. I feel like if you're gonna go out there and do it,
do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
Yeah.
Because there will be some repecutions along the line later on in life. So.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense and everything like that. There was something else that I was. Another thing is, do you think creatine should be used on like your rest days or anything like that?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It says it on the bottle too, or like the little whatever you want to call it. You should do it on your rest days as well. Just to keep it in your system. But yeah, like I said, I had to dial it down a little bit. I quit taking it just for the moment.
Just for the moment.
Yeah, it's helped me a lot though. It really has. So yeah.
I think I messed up because of creatine. I've doubled it now and everything like that. I think I need to dial it down too.
Yeah. No,
I think I need to dial it down
yeah.
too. Maybe just stop. But I have like you were saying, like I believe you said that when you were taking creatine, you weren't really drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
Like I need to kind of change that too because I also did do that same thing.
Yeah.
I drink creatine, but I don't drink a lot of water with it. So
Right.
it's kind of like. And then you did say that if you're gonna double up on the creatine,
double up on the water
as well. So I'm not like really a water guy, but like I have started to try to change my habit of drinking water. Like even like when I go to restaurants or anything like that, I'll have like a Coke or something like that.
Yeah.
But when I leave, I'm like, can I get it to go water?
Yeah.
And I'm starting to have that habit, but like I'm starting to change it to like, can I have a water instead and everything like that? But yeah, I get what you mean and everything like that. But I mean, to start off the topic and everything like that, now I'll ask you one of the questions that I had sent you.
Right.
So the first question I'll ask you, I didn't write it down, but what is your like definition of mental health?
So mental health is like when you go to the doctor, you're going to the doctor because something's hurting, But I feel like a lot of people don't go to the doctor when their mental health is involved. I believe mental health is everything. It makes you who you are. Your past, your traumas and stuff like that. They make you who you are. And I feel like some people are walking around with unresolved trauma, like and just putting it out on everybody else. And I feel as though like you should get that checked out if it's becoming a problem to you,
Yeah.
But that's my.
That's your dish.
Yeah.
So on to the next question, which was one of them that I've read, was, is it a bad thing? And if it is, how do you resolve it?
Okay. I feel that, if it becomes bad, you should reach out to somebody, talk to a friend, talk to somebody that you trust, and let them know, like, hey, I haven't been feeling the best. Like, I've been really feeling like blue these past couple of days. Like, can I have some advice? Is there something that, like, I'm doing, or, like, or talk to God? You know? I've always heard, growing up, like, pray about it and stuff. And I understand, what they mean when they say pray about it. But I feel like, there's people on earth, that go to school for this. God's blessed them with the knowledge, to help you out through this crisis, whatever you're going through. So that's That's all I got to say about that. You know.
Well, I'm gonna add to that where you were talking about just pray to God and everything like that, and you were saying that He basically blessed the people who are here on this earth to help people about it.
Right.
I mean, also I will add is that I mean you could talk to Him and everything like that.
Yeah.
But it's a process and all that you have to go through. Obviously, it's not gonna be like that overnight and everything like that. I mean, it's like, for instance, you said that you're in the medical field. How long it took you to be there? It took you.
Yeah, a good minute. Yeah.
A good minute, yeah.
Yeah, it took some like thinking and stuff, you know, like, hey, like I don't want to work these jobs where, you know, it's just like out in the, you know, hot and out in the cold, you know. I just did not like working those jobs. You know? I like working a job that I feel fulfilled at the end of the day, you know. And I mean, you would think drawing blood's not really fulfilling, but you have no idea, like, some of these patients are so happy that I'm able to get them on the first try. Because, I mean, have you ever got your blood drawn?
I've gotten my blood drawn.
You scared of needles?
No, I'm not scared of needles. I took out blood. I gave blood.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I gave blood 2 times. I want to do it again, but for some reason I don't have the time for it. But I do want to do it again because it's really cool.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, like those patients are just so happy that I'm able to do what I do. I even have some patients, like, they just want me. They don't want anybody else. Like, whenever they come to the hospital, they're like, hey, is Noah working today? I want Noah to come get me. And, like, they'll wait the whole entire day until I get there. They're like, I don't want nobody but Noah. I'm like, okay, well, all right, well, I got you.
And, like, do you know these people, or they're just people?
We sometimes have a lot of
regulars.
Yeah, a lot of regulars. That come in, you know, and they're like, hey, is Noah here today? I want him to draw my blood, you know. So
you got the charm.
Yeah,
okay,
man,
I see you. You have the charm.
I've been blessed, man.
Yeah, man, that's good. That's really, really good. On to the next question. Is, do you think working out, as we were talking about earlier about the gym and everything like that, do you think that working out will help you mentally?
I honestly believe it will. It's actually, and y'all can fact check me on this, exercise is actually a great antidepressant. Like, there'll be days like where I just come from work, and as soon as I get off work, pre-workout, straight to the gym, man. That's just me. I just like doing it like that.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So like, I'll get off work, you know, take my pre-workout, get in there, and as soon as I leave, it's like, why was I stressed about this whole day for?
Yeah.
Especially cardio, man. Cardio, dude, I'm telling you, that is the best thing. Like, just running. I don't know what it does. I just feel good after running, man.
I don't know. I mean, I've been a cross-country runner for 7 years.
Yeah.
I absolutely hated it.
Really?
But for some reason, I kept up with those 7 years. I mean, it has helped me out mentally.
Yeah.
But, like, at the end of the day, you're like, what am I going through? Like, I put my body to, like, the death and everything. And for some reason, like, I don't know why is it with people, like, who are, like, working out, just building muscle.
Yeah.
And when they do, like, cardio for, like, 2 minutes, it's like they're already dying. I'm not sure if you've seen those.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, man.
I'm not sure if you're...
Yeah. Like when I first started, man, like, that's all I did was cardio. But then, you know, like, I got into weight training and stuff, and I'm like, oh wow, man, this feels good. But I can't forget where I started. And what's really helped me out the most is cardio. Yeah, it's like your blood is just pumping through you, pumping through all of your organs. You know, especially up here, you get to thinking more. Like I could be having an idea on something, and then, like, as soon as I get off the treadmill, I'm like, oh wow, okay, well I know how to do this now. Yeah, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because, I mean, cardio has helped me out mentally because I did it throughout my high school years, and it has helped me out really, really good and everything like that. But, yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, I am starting to try to get back into cardio because I feel like just a lot of weight training is probably not going to cut out. I mean, add something a little bit different. Yeah. You know, every once in a while.
Yeah, but I was seeing you in the gym, man. I'm like, all right, Nathaniel, all right, man.
all right, man. I'm not over here benching like 225 over here. I'm not like you over here benching 225 over here.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, I am starting to try and, you know, work out, you know, new things, new exercises and everything like that. But no, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I'm going to tell you this, you know, because I know we still got to do questions, but I'm going to leave this with you. just for you, you know, and I guess anybody is watching,
Yeah.
you know, don't be like afraid to go the extra mile. Like,
Yeah.
like let's say you did 135 on squat. Try to see, you know, like, all right, well, let's do 205 on squat. Let's see how, you know, let's see how many we can get with that.
Yeah.
You know, just keep on going higher. You know, the sky's the limit, you know, like, because I see some people in there, you know, like they're doing the same weight over and over. And I'm like, I know you can do this weight.
Yeah.
You know? And like, I feel like maybe it's the fear, you know, they're thinking like, oh man, I don't think I can do it, you know, like, but if you push past that, and if you have, you know, like somebody that can spot you, you know, to make sure that you don't hurt yourself. You know, we need to do these things the proper way. You know, you don't need to hurt yourself at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I would just say, you know, go the extra mile. You know, sky's the limit, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. The next question I'll ask you is, let's see, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What is your advice if someone is going through mental health?
I would say, reach out to somebody. You know, talk to somebody that you trust. Talk to a therapist. You know, talk to God. You know, and also, you know, try not to do anything unhealthy to cope with your mental health. There's a lot of different coping mechanisms. You know, I personally would say the healthiest ones are possibly the best. Well, you know, but sometimes people don't choose the healthy route. Some people choose, you know, parties, drugs, alcohol, you know, having, you know, a lot of partners, you know what I'm saying? You know, just to try to, I guess, I had that word, I forgot what it was. I guess just to like push what's really bothering them aside, you know, to drown out, you know, and like, excuse me, the gym aspect, and you know, talking to somebody about it, you know, I feel like that's way better, you know, but it's hard. You would think it'd be easy to do that, you know, but it's hard.
Yeah.
That's why people don't want to do it, you know. So, like, that's just my opinion on that.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, the next question was actually your testimony, but I'll save that one for last.
Oh, I got you.
So I'll ask you these other questions. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all that Jessica isn't here, our co-host, but she wanted a shout out and everything. So I'll be asking her questions because, fortunately, around this time, Christmas, you know, everybody goes out and everything. But shout out to Jessica, you know, providing these questions for Noah, and I'll be asking them for him. So one of the questions that she had asked was, what is something that helped you when you were feeling down? I'm guessing.
I got you. Well,
maybe like aside from like the gym, or like if it was the gym, was there like maybe a certain exercise, or maybe even a certain song, something like that, you know?
Oh man, it's been a long time since I've like been in that situation. I can't really give you a good answer. I would say like just, you know, being in that space where, you know, everything is crumbling down or falling down. I would say, you know, I just had to tell myself, you know, like, hey man, just keep going. Like what's the point in staying in, you know, like staying in that, you know, depression, that anxiety, you know, like just keep going. Like it's not going to be like this forever. Like you have your whole life ahead of you, especially, you know, like younger people going through it, you know, like I would just say, you know, like don't give up. Like you still have your whole life ahead of you. Like just because one bad thing happened, it does not define who you are.
Yeah.
You know, if something bad happened in your past, that doesn't define who you are today. You know, you can still keep moving forward, but I would say, yeah, you know, just keep moving forward and, you know, don't give up, you know, because it does get better. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm living proof that it gets better.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
I'm actually gonna add to it is you were talking about the younger people, so I'm gonna just do a quick question. Is what would you say like the age group is where people like suffer through stuff like that, like a range, an age range?
Well, sometimes I believe it's all about like like how you were brought up and stuff, and it could start as young as you were born, and also like it could just be something that just happened all of a sudden. But age group wise, I would say maybe like teenage, because you're starting to figure out who you are,
Yeah.
and so teenage, and I've actually seen up until like in your late 60s.
Really?
Yes, your late 60s. That was a surprise
Wow.
to me, man. I was like, wow, are you serious? I actually had a somebody at work tell me that. I think it was a nurse or a doctor or somebody. We were just like chit chatting, and like we were talking about that too, and they were like, yeah, like we've had people come and they're like in their 60s, like depressed, suicidal, and all that. I'm like, are
Wow.
you serious? Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, on to the next question is, let's see. Oh, how can we? She wrote these. I don't know. I don't know. The way she wrote it was weird. How can we break the stigma around mental health in our families and in churches?
Right. Well, I'm going to speak from my personal experience with that.
Okay. Yeah,
So
you
I
can.
am half Latino, half American. So I understand like the stigma with Latino families and depression. Like pretty much, you've probably heard this a couple of times. Like ponte los pilas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a lot, man.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. And like I feel like the Latino community doesn't understand that, like depression is real. Like it's not one of those things like oh, you're depressed because you're on your phone, or like, oh, you're depressed because, like you didn't wash the dishes or something
my
like this.
gosh.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I would feel I feel like, that there's probably nothing we can really do about it. We're the younger generation. I feel like that's something we should break, that stigma, when we have our own kids one day, let them know that like, hey, like it's okay to talk to me about this.
Yeah.
Like my dad, he was never really, like mental health friendly. He's still a good dad to this day. He's somebody I really look up to.
Yeah.
But recent events have brought him, a little bit low and stuff. So now he's starting to understand like, hey, this stuff is real. And but yeah, that's what I would say. We should start to break that when we have our own kids. Be the generation that breaks that stigma around it. Because it is real. It's a real thing. So
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Out of a pocket question. Do you think spanking is necessary?
spanking.
Or hit? Well, I wouldn't say hitting. I wouldn't want
Yeah.
to say hitting.
We'll just say disciplining your kids.
Discipline. There you
Yeah.
go. Disciplining your kids.
I've always grown up in church, and I already know what verse I'm finna go to. Spare the rod, spoil the child.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I feel like there's different forms of discipline that you can do. I feel, like spanking is sort of not the best route to go, because like, how to say it, like the older the child gets, they're like, oh, well, I should be punished, like,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's better ways to handle, to take care of your kids if, like they do something bad, know, but they do need to also understand, like you do a bad thing, you have to suffer those consequences.
Yeah. At least that. None of that gentle parenting.
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh no. I mean, I'm for that on certain areas,
At
but
a certain extent. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like let's say Bobby just robbed a store. Like, oh, Bobby, it's okay.
Oh, my
no, it's not okay, Bobby.
You
You
seen
just
the
robbed a store.
videos of people like recording like all the? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it gets me so mad.
Yeah.
And obviously, like you were saying before, like spanking is not the route to go.
Right.
But honestly, to be honest, I feel like in my opinion, it helped out a lot.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
To a certain
Like if
extent.
you're taking like a, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. The kind of spankings I've had growing up, man, it would surprise you, man. But like I would say like not taking like a I'm trying to think of like the most out of pocket like pretty much hitting your kid with a car door. That hasn't happened
What
to me.
in the world?
Yeah. I said that hasn't happened to me.
Okay,
but
not to that extent.
Not to that extent.
I meant like getting like a flash water or like hitting them with your
Oh,
hand.
yeah. Or you already
with
know.
like
I was finna say, you already know the chancla.
Yeah, the chancla. Or if you want to go, the most extent would probably be either a cord or 2x4.
Yes.
But I'm not saying like that, like they abused me or anything like that.
Yeah.
Anything like that. No. Obviously, like
there's a difference between spanking and child abuse.
There's
There's a fine
very
line there.
big difference. I don't know why these people are getting like confused in the head about that, but I think we're kind of cutting up in time. But I'll ask you. I'll skip one of the questions. Is your testimony? What is something that you want to share? You know, your I think you were telling me like your before and after, your change in like your mental health and everything like that. Like, what is like your testimony?
Yeah, and I'm gonna do my best to wrap it up because it is a long story, but I'm gonna try to make it short and simple.
Yeah.
Well, our weight loss stories, start out with a heartbreak and stuff.
Obviously.
Yeah, man. Pretty much, bad heartbreak. I was in a dark place. Like I was just in like darkness and despair, wallowing in self-pity and stuff. But I remember one day I'd seen something on TikTok. It was like, destroy yourself or destroy yourself. The first destroy yourself slide, it was a guy like eating donuts and stuff. And it was like, or destroy yourself. And on that second one, it was like somebody lifting weights and stuff. And in that moment, something just, like snapped, And I was like, you know what? I'm going to the gym. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. And, ever since then, I've just been like, this is my life now, So, but back to what I said earlier about, like it gets better. So you should always keep going, always move forward, never stay in your past because there's nothing there for you. Like what happened yesterday, it's not going to happen today. Think about it like that, If it does happen like it did like yesterday, if today happens like it did yesterday, then you must be some super special person because anything that's happened in my past has not happened again,
Today.
Yeah.
You're basically trying to rewrite, your story and everything like that.
Yeah.
Make it into a better future.
Yeah.
And
like I said before, like just because something bad like that happened to you doesn't mean, that doesn't define you. If your story starts out bad, that doesn't mean you can't have a happy ending.
Yeah.
Like I never really had friends growing up. I don't know if I was just that antisocial or I just really didn't trust people. But this year I really have some good friends that I've made along the way.
That's
and
good.
I'm so proud to meet them and I'm so glad that they're in my life. So yeah.
Okay. You'd be down to show the before and after?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get up real quick because it's on my phone, and I'm not sure if we could do an edit. But this is basically the before, and this is obviously the after here. The main man, everything like that. Muscular, everything like that. Sexy, good looking, always. Obviously, you got to get compliments to every gym bro, everything like that. But obviously, that's a big change of... I saw like the before because obviously I was younger. I'm younger than you.
Yeah.
And like I didn't know you before.
Yeah.
But like now that I look at the post that you've been posting and like I'm like, dang, that's a big change.
Oh yeah, man.
But yeah, that was mental health. This is our special guest Noah Gaona. Yeah, that's it. But this is the topic, mental health, and this is the interview room, guys. So we're gonna be wrapping it up. So we'll see you next time. So have a good day.
Have a good one.